Respected viewers, more than 3,000 of the world's largest companies originated from Israel. Before becoming a model in Israel, it is necessary to show your health card and your weight. The world's largest diamond wholesale market is in Israel, which is also used as a currency. The first Qibla of Muslims is Al-Aqsa Mosque, and it is every Muslim's heartfelt desire to go here and offer prayers. People travel far and wide to go to Israel. People use two ways to go to Israel, one terrestrial and the other aerial. In order to obtain a visa to Israel, tourists have to go to Oman, Azerbaijan, Kenya, or Nepal. To go to Israel by land, tourists takes the paths of two countries, Jordan and Egypt. Upon reaching Egypt or Jordan, the tourist comes to Israeli embassy and bring the temporary travel documents and comes to Israeli border. The entry stamp is applied on it, and the original passport is stamped. The Israeli authorities keep doing all these things, and at the end of the year they submit it in the United Nations. They don't accept us as a country, but its citizens come to our country every year with visas. Every Jew in the world is the citizen of Israel. In Israel, land is not given to a person, but it is leased. Israel has the highest number of books published per capita. Israelis are considered to be the most fruit eaters in the world. Dead Sea means a salt lake between Israel and Jordan. It is the lowest place in the world, 1,300 feet below the ocean. This is the ocean of the world in which no one's life is found. It has moss and no plants. Not even moss grows on it. You don't even see waves on it. Boats cannot move on it. Because the amount of salinity is 23 to 25%, and in most of the seas, this amount is just 4 to 6%. Due to the salty nature of the dead, it is not possible to swim or sail in it. As soon as you put the boat in the river, it immediately capsizes. This is the only ocean of the world in which a living person and a living animal cannot be drowned. Its southeastern region is Jordan, and the western region belongs to Israel. This sea is actually the result of the punishment of Allah Ta'ala. Hazrat Lut, peace be upon him, were having 5 settlements, in which Sodom, Gomorrah, and Zagar are more important. Allah commanded Hazrat Lut, peace be upon him, asked to leave the settlement and not look back. His wife disobeyed the order and was turned to stone, and her statue is also a sign of lesson today. Beit al-Maqdis is 15 miles away from here. Instead of printing a vertical image on their currency notes, it is printed horizontally. And on these notes, signs are placed for the recognition of the blind. The menorah is official mark symbol of Israel and the holy shrine of the Jews. Menorah means lamp in Hebrew, but the 9-branched menorah, a Hanukkah, is for celebrating Hanukkah. This symbol is present in their worship. Jerusalem was destroyed by the Romans in the 71st century, so they took home the menorah in it as a souvenir of their victory. Menorah is found everywhere in Palestine. The most popular name in Israel is Noam, which means happy. Currently, the country that is planting the most trees in the world is Israel. Their language is Hebrew, which is a 3,000-year-old language. Modern language of Israel is modern Hebrew, and the second most spoken language is Arabic. The names of his holy books are Tanakh, Torah, Bible, Tannaim, Kabbalah, Halakha, and Talmud. They call the prophets by the names like Adam alayhis salam to Adam, Nuh alayhis salam to Nuha, Yaqub alayhis salam to Jacob, Ishaq alayhis salam to Isaac, Sulaiman alayhis salam to Solomon, Dawood alayhis salam to David, Musa alayhis salam to Moses, and Isa alayhis salam to Jesus. Israel is the only country in the world that grows 100% of its own needs, and they also have the technology to grow crops with the least amount of water. Dear viewers living in Eastern and Central Europe are known as Ashkenazi, and their biggest sect is Orthodoxy, who owns dogmatic views and ideas. And after that comes ultra-Orthodoxy. Those who do not like any kind of change in religion, they wore black hat and black long coat. They do not trim the beard and mustache. Their dress is called jalabia. Dwellers in the Mediterranean Sea countries is known as pastoral Jews and Mizrahi who lives in Asian countries. Their worship is called Sengak, and their worship starts on Friday night and lasts until the evening of Saturday. And this is known as Day of Shabbat. And the food prepared on this day is called kachala. Their scholars are called rabbis, and according to them, 221 years are left for the appearance of the resurrection. Israelis have to do two important things before the resurrection: searching for Sakina's coffin and the construction of the Solomonic Temple. This story begins with Hazrat Ibrahim alayhis salam. Two wives of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhis salam, Hazrat Hajra was the mother of Hazrat Ismail alayhis salam, and Hazrat Sarah was the mother of Hazrat Ishaq alayhis salam. For 40 years, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhis salam lived in Makkah. He established the Khana Kaaba and then went back to Palestine. And you, peace be upon him, built the second house of Allah, Bait al-Maqdis there. There was a gap of 40 years between the construction of the Kaaba and the Bait ul-Maqdis. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhis salam died in Palestine. This place is called Al-Khalil because of the positions of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhis salam. Bani Israel were the descendants of Hazrat Yaqub. These people suffered from famine. Then the people migrated to Egypt and then went into Pharaoh's slavery. They endured hundreds of years of humiliation. And in 3,300 years ago, he returned to Palestine on the dead body of Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him. Hazrat Dawood, peace be upon him, conquered Jerusalem in 1,000 years before Christ and made it the capital of his empire kingdom of David. Built a magnificent palace for himself. The thought came to my heart, I live in the palace. The coffin is also kept in the tent. In this coffin there was the stone, that which Allah Ta'ala sent down on Hazrat Musa, peace be upon him, on the mountain. The 10 commandments of Allah were written on these tablets. In wars, this box was kept in front of the army, and they used to get victory with its help. Hazrat Dawood, peace be upon him, started building the temple. After him, Hazrat Sulaiman alayhis salam continued this reform. During Hazrat Salman's era, there were also great magicians. You have killed all the sorcerers on the order of Allah Almighty, and also closed their magic recipes and hid them somewhere. After that, Allah Almighty sent a messenger like Hazrat Isa, peace be upon him, to the Bani Israel as a nation as a last resort. And the Jews opposed him the most. Mountains of persecution were broken on them. In fact, these Jews were waiting for their messenger, which would have given them the first glory like before. But Hazrat Isa alayhi salam stopped the renewal of religion. They conspired to kill him. Allah Ta'ala lifted Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, and for this great crime, Bani Israel was removed from the position of imamate and decided to inflict a severe punishment. However, after a few years of that time, Jews fought against the Romans, as a result of which the Roman ruler Titus attacked Jerusalem and the entire population was devastated, and thus expelled the Jews from Palestine that they could not return there for 2,000 years. When the British occupied Palestine, they gathered the Jews from all over the world and settled in this place, by which an illegitimate Jewish state was established. No one knows where Sakina's coffin is. The Jews want to dig the entire planet to get this coffin. Dear viewers, this was today's video. I hope that you all have liked this video. Share it with your friends and express your opinion in the comments box. And also subscribe to my channel. May Allah protect us all.